Hey, good Monday morning. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans watching this morning. This is the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. And one rain this week on Thursday. I'll let you off the hook quickly here. It's cool, kind of chilly. I'm cold this morning, but next few days, gradually warmer temperatures. And as we head into the weekend, certainly nothing like what it should be for this time of the year. And when we get into these bizarre weather patterns, which seems to be often nowadays, I have to always update you on what the normal is. Remember, the normal is 30 years of history. So if you take the normal high for today, say, it's what the high temperature was on November 11th for the last 30 years. So that's how we figure out what's normal here in Michigan, although we know that we rarely ever have normal weather, right? All right, let's get in onto it and show you what's going on. So a lot of clouds around, some clearing in the northwest part of lower Michigan, a few showers in the north and in the eastern part of the UP. But that is about it. So I would call it generally a dry day. Let's say hi to some folks. Donald Borski, good morning. Thanks for watching. Stephanie Lewis, Devil's Lake, good morning. Brian Jacob, good morning. And Dane Clark, thanks for watching. So clear skies through the middle part of the country. We're going to see sunshine gradually today. And then Tuesday, Wednesday will both be sunny. And you see the storm out to the west. That's our next rain. It's a one-day passage of rain. I shouldn't say that way. Not a continuous one-day rain, but probably a 6-hour window during Thursday. So here's your radar. And like I said, tip of the mitt, eastern UP, a few spotty showers. Otherwise, the rest of us are dry. Okay, so let's take a look at the models and show you what's going to happen this week. I would concur with this one here. This is the European model. And so we go into tonight, and it's chilly, and tomorrow morning is kind of cold compared to what we've been. Lenny Macomb-Yard, no snow until December, southeast Michigan. It looks like that's probably going to be the case. So Tuesday, nice looking day, light wind for the most part. Wednesday, winds return to the south and starts to warm up. And then here's Thursday morning into early afternoon. And that's, a tenth to a quarter inch of rain. And then afternoon into evening, another tenth of an inch of rain. And then it moves on. Good morning, Bruce Lundy. And then, moves on. So Friday looks dry and the weekend. And note, you don't see any big plunges of cold air. In fact, as these storm systems move through, at this time of the year, typically they have a strong cold front. It cools down for several days and then warms back up ahead of the next storm. This pattern, no, it doesn't really cool down much. And already by the weekend, we're back into a warmer flow. And I've told you that the pitfall with the European model, it's a good model, but all of them have shortcomings, and we know what they are. So when it gets out to the end of its useful life, 8, 9, 10 days, it is on the cold side. But if you take this out 10 days, we're at November 21st there, and still no real cold air anywhere in sight. Okay. Usually I hit you with the hard stuff first, and then I go a little easier on you like I just did. I figured, it's Monday. I better hit you with the easy stuff. So the easy stuff was a rain on Thursday. Now I'm going to hit you with the hard stuff. This is the upper airflow, and we're going to look at two different versions. We're going to look at the European model in this deterministic mode, just what I showed you, usually the best set of conditions to start it, but not always the most accurate, especially at the end. Then we're going to look at the average of 50 tweaks of that model, and you're going to see pretty much the story is warm aloft, which translates to warm down here at the surface. So this is about 15,000 feet up, any bend in the jet stream is a storm system. So you could pick out our Thursday rain right there. That's our Thursday rain with the upper air disturbance all the way from Wisconsin through Illinois down to Tennessee. And ahead of it is where we get the showers. Slides off. Here comes a ridge. We should not see these warm temperatures aloft at this time of the year. Hey, good morning, Kevin Nag in Genesee. So this is next weekend. And if I saw that kind of upper air pattern, didn't know what was going on, I'd say, oh, it's probably, it might be a warm September day. Now, having said that, the pattern aloft looking warm doesn't translate to as warm of a day as it would in September because of the sunshine not having the strength. Now we're out to November 18th, 19th, 20th. Hey, ignore that. I've already had a couple of texts on that. Is that another hurricane heading toward Florida? 10 days out. We don't believe any of that. But what we see is another ridge all the way up into Canada and storms dropping in the south. Now, remember I told you we don't necessarily believe this one single run of the model. So let's go to the ensemble. This is 50 averages. Let's see if it shows a Thursday storm system. Yes, it does. Right there. Let's see if it shows a warm-up after that to a ridge. Yes, it does, into the weekend. And bear in mind, these warm-ups now are 50s, struggling to hit 60. Look at Wednesday, November 20th, still ridging. November 22nd, it tries to bring a trough through the middle part of the country, maybe cool us a touch, but 16 days out, still no plunge of anything that looks extreme, cold, and wintry. So today we're in the 50s in the southern half, 40s in the northern half. Tomorrow is colder, in the 40s, so you'll need a coat tomorrow for sure. And Wednesday is chilly, struggling to get around 50. Then we start back into the low to mid 50s, and then Friday we're mid 50s, and Saturday we're mid to high 50s, and next Sunday we're flirting with 60 degrees once again. So the continued theme is no winter anywhere in sight that we can reasonably see out. We can reasonably see out 2 to 3 weeks at this time of the year when a pattern change can develop and happen quickly. So right now, staying mild, not as course as warm as it was when we were mild a month ago or 2 months ago, but a lot of 50s to about 60 degrees, and that means morning temperatures 32 to 40-ish or something like that. Coat in the morning, down to a jacket in the afternoon. If you're working out in the yard hard, you might even peel off the jacket in the late afternoon hours as we get to the second half of the week and in the weekend. Hey, there it is, your MLive morning weather update brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great Monday, and again, thank you all veterans.